Sunday, November 23rd, and we have a fantastic slate of games in the NFL, and we're going to break them down in this video. You are going to get not one, not two, but three separate four-man parlays. And on top of that, we're going to go over to the sports books. I'm going to tell you who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, but we're not done there either, because I'm going to give you my favorite three underdogs to get the upset on Sunday. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me. We just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now, before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these free plays that I have perfectly crafted for you guys for Sunday in the NFL, there's a little bit of something I need. Absolutely free, super simple, very easy. Go ahead, smash that like button for me. 200 likes on this video, and one of you will get all of the profits from the Sportsbook Play of the Day. I will be putting $100 on that play. All you have to do is hit the like button, comment below, and go over to YouTube tube down in the description and make sure that you're subscribed there and subscribe here. I drop these free videos every single day, never missing a beat. Little caveat, I did miss Saturday's video. I do have a family. The little one was not sleeping well. I had to help mama out, so I apologize for missing that video, but I'm going to make it up to you for Sunday because, like I said, we got three different four-mans to go over. On top of that, I'm going to give you an anytime touchdown scorer, my favorite on the day, and we're not done there. I got the Sportsbook Play of the Day and my three favorite underdogs to get it done on Sunday. So tons and tons of information in this video. Might be the biggest video we have ever dropped on the channel. Speaking of biggest, the best thing that you can do down below, the biggest and best thing, go down, visit my buddy Stan down in the description. He'll send you over to Winible. It's absolutely free. You'll get free bonus plays over there. I drop them every single day. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my favorite player to score a touchdown on Sunday. Over there, I'll give you my favorite three players to score a touchdown on Sunday. Might even add a couple first touchdown scorers over there for absolutely free as well. So make sure you're taking advantage, getting over there to the free Winnable, joining the free Discord, great internet community. Couldn't speak higher of them and all the members over there cashing with us day after day. There's also free money. You can lock in these plays for absolutely free. Go down, visit my buddy Stan. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what have we been doing in premium? Going back all the way to November 20th, which was what? The Thursday. Going all the way back to Thursday. Sorry, I can't math good sometimes. We swept these sports books, sweeping. I tell you what, boys. Ever since I've introduced the AI, mixing that with my knowledge has been a game changer. We were doing well before. We had a little bit of a cold streak. I found this AI, and it has been amazing. And no, I'm not gatekeeping the AI. If you want to know where to find the AI, just go over to Winible. I'll tell you exactly where it is, and you can lock in your own plays off of that if you want to. Now, we have unders and overs, college basketball, day after day, cashing day after day. We had the Texans first half plus 10.5. I did like him to take the game and win that game. I was a little bit too scared to actually take that bet, so we played it safe. Took my favorite one of that game, which was the first half spread for the Texans. Then we had the Grizzlies, Texas Tech. That's going all the way back to Thursday. I dropped this free play over on Winnable plus 539 cashed in the NBA. And then we did miss a premium play on Thursday night because Terrell Shavers, which was also part of the free play on Thursday, I barely saw him on the field. I don't even know if he was out there. But we've been dropping. We've been winning. And see, look at all these free long shots I post every single day. Another long shot, so take them with a grain of salt. Maybe take a couple out that you like very, very much and play them a little bit safer. But the long shots are there as well every single day. Now, gang, this is play number one for Sunday that I'm giving to you for absolutely free. We're going to run the first two through that I've posted already in Winible for the Winible free gang. And then we'll go and break down the other four-man that I have cooked up for you guys. So you're getting tons of value in this video. The first play, Tez Johnson, anytime touchdown score. Baker Mayfield, passing yards. Drake May, passing yards with Stephon Diggs to score a touchdown. I have to be 1,000% transparent with this play. I saw Jersey Jerry at Barstool. He cooked this one up. If you don't know, Jersey Jerry did hit a 4-man quarterback anytime touchdown parlay for like over 6 figures a couple weeks ago. He's super cold with his the signs by Jersey Jerry, but I'm a big fan of Barstool and everything that they do. I follow all their pages. I saw this one and I was like, oh my God, this play is genius. So I had to share it with everybody. I want you to know I'm not taking any kind of credit for how this play is built. It is something that we do build out. We do a ton of these. Usually I would do like Baker Mayfield plus 1.5 with Ted Johnson to kind of correlate that a little bit better. But I think this is built beautifully. I think Baker Mayfield's going to have to pass the ball downfield all game long against a very good Rams team that is probably going to beat the Bucs. But the Bucs are coming off of a couple game losing streak here. They have a lot to play for. They'll probably get into the playoffs regardless, just because the NFC South is so bad. But I do think they're going to play tough. I just think the Rams are the better team. But that doesn't mean that that actually means more to us, because Baker Mayfield's going to have to pass the ball a lot to get over that 250. He probably hits almost 300 in this game. And then Ted Johnson, his favorite deep ball threat. The Rams are very susceptible to the deep ball, and we love Ted Johnson to find the end zone once again. And then we got Drake May. Maybe the best quarterback in the NFL. He definitely is the best quarterback in the NFL this year. He is playing amazingly. And I'm going to be fully honest with you. When he got drafted, I thought he was going to be a bust. He has been fantastic. The New England Patriots are so back. We've all forgotten how great they were as a dynasty. I think the hatred has shifted to the Chiefs off of the Patriots. I have a feeling in the coming years that hatred will be back to anybody that is not a New England Patriots fan, because they're probably going to start winning and ripping off some Super Bowls here in the near future, because Drake May is just that good. I like him again on Sunday. I think he's going to get 300 yards this season for the first time in his career. Or 300 yards this game for the first time in his career. We're taking him for 250 here with his favorite target, Stephon Diggs, to get a touchdown. Not much to talk about there, but I absolutely love that play. So I had to steal it, had to share it. But I'm giving credit where credit's due. Jersey Jerry cooked that one up to perfection.
We are interrupting your scheduled program for a special announcement.
Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, entertainment, and educational purposes only, and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a problem gambling, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources will be down below in the description. This video may contain affiliate links. We may receive a commission for signups made through those links. We do, but you get just about as much as I do. So let's lock in. Let's go back on to the regularly scheduled program. Now, this one is fully my play. It is a monster. You could play each one of these lines separately. They are all plus money, but I think each one of these players is going to have a fantastic game on Sunday. We got Drake May, like I just spoke about, for 300 yards, going up against the Bengals. The Bengals have one of the worst defenses in the whole entire National Football League. It's just abysmal down there in Cincinnati. I feel bad for all their fans, and I think the Patriots are going to absolutely steamroll the Bengals. I think Drake May probably doesn't even play the full fourth quarter. If he does, he's going to be handing the ball off, but I think he's still going to break this mark. I think he's going to have a career day on Sunday. Then we got Saquon Barkley. He's been struggling this year. He was fantastic last year, the best running back in the NFL in 2024. And this year, he's kind of taken a back seat. That Eagles offensive line has been banged up. Not fully sure, to be honest with you, if the O-line is fully healthy. I still think even if all the starters are on the field, they are still going to be a little bit sore, banged up, injured here and there, but they might pull through and play the game. A lot of those are going to be game time decisions. So you could factor that into the play, but the Dallas Cowboys defense is just that bad at allowing the running backs to rip off huge chunk plays. And I think Saquon's going to break a couple big runs in this game. I think he's going to go over 100 yards. So we love Saquon in this matchup on Sunday. I'll save it. But we love Saquon over 100 yards in this game. And then Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to run and catch the ball all over my New York Giants. It pains me to say it. The New York Giants front seven is on paper, supposed to be one of the best front sevens in the NFL. They got a good pass rush. They really, really do. I don't think that's going to affect someone like Jared Goff all that much. And that's just even more time for Jameer to bust out in the flat and catch screen passes all day long. Not only that, but he's probably going to run all over the New York Giants. He's been getting well over 100 game after game in these categories. So we're taking him for 150 here against the Giants on Sunday. And then Jacoby Brissett. This is the riskiest one on here. If you wanted to not play it, don't. But I still like him to have a big game against Jacksonville Jaguars, who are riding high off of that big win last week. And I think the Cardinals might sneak up on them. You never know who you're going to get when you play Jacoby Brissett. You're either going to get someone that throws for 400 yards or someone that doesn't even break 200. In this one, I think it's going to be the first one where I said he throws for 400 yards. I think he gets close to it. I think he probably gets about 323, anywhere from 320 to 350 in this game. So we're going to take him at 300 plus yards. He's around his normal lines, about 250. I like him to get 300 in this one. So this is my four monsters for Sunday. All lines where we go the other way. We're not knocking yards off. We're adding 2, and I think these players are going to get right up there. If you wanted to, like I said, be safer, you could take their straight lines. You could play them differently. You could play these straight as well. But I absolutely love these 4 together for a massive payout, $5 to over $1,000. So a little long shot player prop parlay for you guys that I cooked up that I absolutely love. And then what have we been doing in premium? A little bit of a recap, what we did the past 2 days since I did not drop any play or a video for Saturday. This was the free play ticket that was for Friday. Sorry, getting a little scrambled here. For Friday, this was the Friday free play video play, and it smacked plus 252. Josh Giddey, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Hunter, and Donovan Mitchell all cleared their lines and cashed us out there for Friday in the video. Now, premium, we had a couple tough losses. It sucks that one's popped up right away. I just kind of took all the screenshots, popped them up, starting off with a little bad taste in your mouth, right? You see a red slip, you're like, dude. But I show the losses around here, and we had some tough beats. We had UT Martin minus 2.5. They only won by 1 point, so that was a bit of a heartbreaker. Our losses today on Saturday were a bit of heartbreakers. This was a play for Saturday, and that was a bad beat there. Then we had so many good wins. Virginia Tech plus 26.5 gets it done against Miami. Full transparency, I thought they were going to keep it even closer. I thought they even had potential to win this game, believe it or not. But either way, we played it safe and cashed that one. Then we had Utah on the money line. Barely gets it done. A minus 900 line that almost didn't get it done for us, but they had a big fourth quarter and cashed us out there. And then we had JMU, who I thought was going to win by even more, but they got it done irregardless, and they are a team to be trifled with. I think they're going to do very, very well, potentially make the college football playoffs. This was another tough loss. Got absolutely steamrolled. Eastern Carolina money line first half. Wasn't even close. Probably my worst call on the entire day. And then this one as well. UTEP losing by 3, another bad beat here. I like them to beat New Mexico. If you were watching that game, I watched this game. UTEP in the fourth quarter goes down with about 2 minutes left on the clock, scores a touchdown. I am ecstatic. I'm like, yes, we cashed the bet. We cashed the plus 127 bet. And then wouldn't you know it, New Mexico State pretty much walks right down the field and scores the game winning. I believe it was a touchdown, game-winning touchdown, because they were down by 4. So it was heartbreaking. I was pissed. My wife was wondering why I wasn't talking at dinner, and that was exactly why, because I had just witnessed that. I hate when I'm watching a game and I think I'm going to win, think we're all going to cash out in premium on that bet, and then the rug gets pulled right from under us. So that one was another tough loss. Those were the 3 losses for Saturday, and then everything else was absolutely green. We had SMU here, kicked the shit out of Louisville. Couldn't have been more right on that one. And then we had the over in the San Fran, Minnesota game. And then we had the under in the San Fran, Minnesota game, paired with the under in the Red Wings Blue Jackets game in the NHL. Another green slip, and we're not done. We had Houston plus 7.5. I like them to win that game. TCU had another thing in another thing coming for Houston and ended up winning the game on a game-winning field goal there in the fourth quarter. Then we had Old Dominion -2.5. We could have taken them for -30. Obviously, you see the screen. They kicked the shit out of Georgia Southern. And then this one, Evan Mobley, wasn't really a huge win for us, -253. I probably wouldn't even have placed it. And then Jared Allen, if I had known Jared Allen was going to void, I wouldn't even have bothered. Same thing with this one, but it was still a +112. Bam Adebayo, 30-plus points, rebounds, and assists. Kobe White voided out for us, but then Keontae George over his points and rebounds. And they just keep going, guys. This AI, with my knowledge, is unstoppable. I know how to read the system. I know how to change lines when I see fit, and we have been cashing day after day. It's really been otherworldly at this point. I know the premium members, they've been reaching out. They are ecstatic. They're all making a ton of money with us. -114 on this one, 3-leg parlay cashed. -141 on this one, 3-leg parlay cash. -135, 2-leg parlay cash. Boys, it just keeps going and going. California +4.5 in the first half. Barely got that one. They had 10. It was 10-14 in the first half, but we got that 0.5 in our favor this time. The books did not pull the rug, and we cashed this slip as well. So it's been tremendous, and it can be tremendous for you. I have limited slots left. I opened up 10. They sold out. I opened up, I believe, 10 more, and I think we have like 2 or 3 of those slots left at 80% off with code EARLY. Super cheap. And when you finance it over there on Winible, it's like $18 a month, which is, I might as well give it away. I mean, at that point, it feels like I'm giving it away. So go ahead, lock in with code EARLY if you want to. Either way, get over to Winible so you can get the AI for yourself at the bare minimum. It's absolutely free to join the gang, so make sure you do so. Now let's go over this 4-man that I cooked up. I absolutely love it. It's a bit safer than the other 2 that I showed you. And let's talk about it. And player prop number 1 on our official free 4-man for NFL Week 12 Sunday. We're taking Matthew Stafford here over 224.5 passing yards. He just went under this line. He hasn't been, I mean, he's been good, but he hasn't been like show-stopping like he normally is every year. As you can see, he's got some red on his on the screen here. He's averaging 255.7, which is still very, very good, especially in today's NFL. And he has been pretty dominant. I mean, against Seattle last week, he only got 130, but that was a tough divisional matchup. A lot was going on in that game. They only won 21-19. Seattle has a good defense, a very, very good team overall. That was a great, fun game to watch. I do think this game is going to be another fun game to watch for them versus the Bucs, but I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be more high scoring and more higher of a pace. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 27th in the league in passing yards allowed. We absolutely love that for this prop in Matthew Stafford. I think he's going to probably be another quarterback that gets close to, if not over 300 yards like he did in these 2 games. I think it's probably going to be more of like a 280 kind of showing, and we're all here for it, and we fully expect to green on this one. And as you can see here, Josh Allen, 317. That was Josh Allen's biggest game of his season this year. Had an amazing showing. Drake May, 270. Spencer Rattler, I mean, who really cares? What that dude's not even a starter anymore. Poor guy. And then Jared Goff, 240. So still went over that 224.5. So I absolutely love Matthew Stafford on Sunday. I think him and Puka Nacua are going to be fully cooking on Sunday in this matchup versus the Bucs. So we're taking Matthew Stafford here over 224.5 passing yards. The next player prop we're going to be targeting on Sunday comes in the Kansas City-Indianapolis Colts game. And I think this game is going to be one of the best games on Sunday to watch. And we are all here to watch Rashee Rice go over his receptions. We're taking him at over 5.5 receptions. He's done this in 3 of his last 5 games. And that first game was his first game back, or all the way back from last season, actually, rather. So we take that one with a grain of salt. We don't really care what he did in 2024. We love the fact that he has been absolutely cooking all season long since he returned, getting 7, 9, 4, and then 6. But that 4, that's always going to be a tough game against Buffalo. They battle it out. and they have the #1 ranked defense in receptions allowed. So that one's fully expected to happen. He's going to have an off game, but I think he's going to have a huge game against the Colts on Sunday, and we love him for over 5.5 receptions. As you can see here, the Colts rank 30th in the NFL in receptions allowed. Now, I do think that with the addition of Sauce Gardner, there's going to be some slowing down of whoever he is covering, but he's not going to be covering Rashee Rice all game. He is one of those cornerbacks that usually stays on his side of the field. And I love Rashee Rice to find holes in this defense, get open, and get a ton of receptions. Like I said, Colts rank 30th in the league in receptions allowed, and they have been getting smoked by wide receiver ones. Drake London, 6. Calvin Austin, who isn't a wide receiver 1, but he got 5. Alika Amenora, 4. Shamir Dykes, 7. Lad McConkey, 9. They have been getting torched by wide receiver 1s and wide receiver 2s for that matter in the receptions department. I think that this game is going to be a back and forth game. I think the Colts are a very good team. Nobody was expecting them to be, and nobody was really expecting the Kansas City Chiefs to be as bad as they are being. But this game is winner go home pretty much for the Kansas City Chiefs. I fully expect them to come out swinging, because if they don't win this game, their playoff hopes for the first time in years is gone. They will not make the playoffs if they lose this game. And I think Rashee Rice is going to be a big factor in them playing fast and heavy all game long. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be tossing the ball all over the field. I love Rashee Rice in this matchup to have a monster game. So we're taking him here for over 5.5 receptions. Now, these next 2 players are going to be players that nobody else is really talking about, but I think they're going to have a good game on Sunday. And we're taking Greg Dortch. His line is super low, only 2.5 receptions. He's only done this in 3 of his last 10. He's averaging 2 receptions per game on the year. Marvin Harrison is still out. He's missing his 2nd consecutive week as he's recovering from his appendicitis. He had his appendix. And he's not going to be on the field. So that means that Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, Xavier Weaver, they're all going to have to step up. And I love Greg Dortch to do just that. He did it last week against the San Francisco 49ers, getting 6 receptions. The Jacksonville Jaguars defense is bad at the receptions allowed category here, ranking 24th in the league. This is an injury play. I love Greg Dortch to step up. I like Michael Wilson too, if you wanted to add him to another slip for his receptions or yards. And I think, don't be surprised if this is a big letdown spot for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Jacoby Brissett, I already told you about his 300 yards. He's going to be passing it to Greg Dortch all game long. I think he's probably going to get 4 to 5 receptions, if not more, in this matchup. So we love him at this line at 2.5 over on Prizepicks. And last but not least, I told you, players nobody's talking about. Gunnar Helm. I'm the tight end whisperer. When I give you a tight end play, it does not miss. Hopefully this one doesn't either. We're taking Gunnar Helm here over 1.5 receptions. I think he's going to have a big game against the Seattle defense, who allows the 28th most receptions in the entire NFL. He's done this in 7 of his last 10 games. Cam Ward has to lean on his tight ends because he has nobody to throw to in that wide receiver department. Don't even say Calvin Ridley. His time has come and gone. I don't even know if he even had a time. But Gunnar Helm here, we love him in this spot. We love this prop being so low. It is an absolute joke that it's this low. It should be 2.5, 3.5. So we're going to take 1.5 all day long on Sunday. Again, I think he's going to get 3 to 4 receptions in this matchup, if not more. He's averaging 2.4 on the season. We love this spot for Gunnar Helm. So we're taking it all day long over 1.5 receptions. And we're locking all of these plays in. You can lock them in anywhere. And I told you, you can do it for absolutely free. Because when you play $5, you'll get $50 over on Prizepicks when you use code FFAPE. When you sign up and don't even deposit, you get $25 for absolutely nothing on Dabble when you use code FTMCOCKS, FTM Cox, for $25. You don't even have to deposit. But when you do deposit, send me that screenshot. Every single app in the Stan.store, along with these ones that I'm telling you about, if you sign up using the codes I'm telling you to, or go to Stan.store and sign up through there to get onto these apps, you get 30 days of premium for absolutely free, and you see what we're doing in premium right now. It is insane. But where I fully recommend locking this one in is on Sleeper. Lines are adjustable over there, and they're going to give you $20 without depositing when you sign up with code FFAPE. And on top of that, you'll get a $100 deposit match, one of the best promos on the entire market. There's tons of great promos down at the Stan.store. Make sure you visit him before you go. And now my favorite player to score a touchdown on Sunday, Colston Loveland of the Chicago Bears going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love me some tight end action here. Plus 325 straight up. I'm going to be giving you 2 more free plays on Winible. All 3 going to score a touchdown on Sunday. He has only done this in 1 game all season long against a bad Cincinnati Bengals team. So why am I taking him? Because I just think he gets into the end zone. Against tight ends, Pittsburgh is 23rd in the NFL in allowing touchdowns to the tight end position. Colston Loveland has been exploding on the scene as of late, having good game after good game, and I think he's going to find the end zone on Sunday. I think the Bears are going to be playing very, very tough at home. So give me Colston Loveland at that price, plus 325 all day long. Colston Loveland's the play, getting into the end zone on Sunday. And now we go over to the Sportsbook Play of the Day. You can lock these in for absolutely free as well, because with code FFAPE over on ONYX Odds, you will get $15 without depositing. And then when you deposit $10, they will give you $100 that comes in the form of 4 $25 bonus bets, legal in just about every single state, to include California and Texas and all those other states where sports books aren't allowed. You can lock in on ONYX Odds and use code FFAPE, and you get all that free money and great promotions over there. Now, these are my hungry dogs. We got the Indianapolis Colts. I think everybody's going to be on the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. Everybody's saying to themselves, there's no way. There's no way they don't make the playoffs, including me. I have a future with the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl that I said a couple weeks ago, thinking they were back. They were gone in the beginning of the season. Then they were back. I think they're going to be gone again. I hate to say it for my future because everything else is greened out just about so far, because I had the Dodgers and I had the I can't remember who else, but I have 2 green checks on that future off the top of my head. I can't remember that second one, but the Dodgers won. I think the other one might have been Marab to win in the UFC. And now I need the Kansas City Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl, and I just don't see it happening. And I think it ends on Sunday. I like the Colts in this matchup. Their defense is better. I do think that their Chiefs are going to keep it close. It's only 3.5 points either way on this spread. If you wanted to lock in the spread on that one, go ahead. I'm just telling you the 3 hungry dogs that I like to win on Sunday, and the Colts are right up there. I think they might be sending the Kansas City Chiefs home at home. So don't be shocked if Daniel Jones and those Indianapolis Colts win the game on Sunday. And I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have a massive game as well. Then we got the Cleveland Browns. I am not a fan of Shedeur Sanders. Not that I don't like him, not that I don't think he has potential. I don't like him because everybody out there sticks up for him. It's crazy the kind of conspiracies that surround Shedeur Sanders. The NFL doesn't want him to win. The Browns, even though they invested a 5th-round pick in him, don't want him to succeed. So they only put the backup O-line in. And last week when I said, are you guys done sticking up for this dude? Everybody was talking about how he didn't get first-team reps all week long and yada, yada, yada. But with all that being said, they're going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think Shedeur could potentially prove me wrong. I think that defense in the Cleveland Browns is plenty good enough with Myles Garrett, who could break the single-season sack record this year, is plenty good enough to stop a struggling Geno Smith and a struggling Raiders offense. So give me the Browns as a hungry dog on Sunday. And then last but not least, maybe my favorite hungry dog on the entire slate, the Arizona Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett, even though he's up and down, I think he's going to be up this week. I think the Jaguars, they're on cloud 9 after their big win last week where everybody thought they were going to lose. So now the public is going to be all over the Jags, thinking they are amazing, thinking they just kicked the shit out of the Chargers last week. So they're going to kick the shit out of the Arizona Cardinals this week. And I think the public is going to be wrong. Give me the Arizona Cardinals all day long. And I'm going to give you one more hungry dog that nobody's talking about. Everybody's probably going to laugh at me. Play it if you like it. Hate it. If you hate it, fade it. But I think the Cowboys got potential to win this game. I know the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFC. That is hands down without a doubt. But this is a division matchup, okay? They play tough. The Cowboys are going to win one of these games. One of the matchups this year, they play each other twice. The Cowboys are going to win one. It's just about inevitable in the NFC East. This will be the first year in like 15 years where there's a back-to-back NFC East champion, because the Eagles, without a doubt, are going to win that one. But the Dallas Cowboys are going to give them trouble on Sunday. The spread's only three, straight up 3, not even 3.5, just 3. I think the Cowboys could get it done. They have an amazing offense. Look at my hat. I fucking hate both of these teams. But the Cowboys have an amazing offense. The Eagles' offense has sputtered. I do think Saquon's going to have a big game. Don't know if it's going to be enough to win the game. At the very least, take those 3 points and run away with it. I think the Cowboys, with their high-octane offense, George Pickens has been playing amazing. CeeDee Lamb is a stud. Javonte Williams has been running the ball up everybody's throat, and their defense has gotten better. Give me the Cowboys on the money line as in the fourth and final hungry dog. Now, what do we have for the free play on the sports books for Sunday? It's a straight bet. I absolutely love it. We're taking the Chicago Bears at home -2.5. I think this spread should be a little bit higher. I would give them 4.5, maybe 3.5, but we're going to take 2.5 all day long. Straight bet. Chicago Bears are going to win by at least a field goal. Aaron Rodgers, if he does play, he's going to be all perked up because he is injured. He's struggling the later part of this season. The Steelers' offense has been sputtering. DK Metcalf has been pretty much a no-show all season long. The defense does not look like the Steelers' defense. They still have potential to win this game. I just don't see them getting it done. Give me the Chicago Bears -2.5. That's all we have for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys so much for your time, so much for the support. Sorry I missed the video on Saturday. Hopefully you were able to lock in the college football long shot that I did drop, because boy, oh boy, I'm loading it up right now. I think it's still alive, and it is beautiful. And boys, oh no. We had 18 legs on the college football parlay. 18 legs. We're down to just 4 games. And I think we're going to get spoiled because Illinois, 3 minutes left, is down 27-10 to Wisconsin. We had 17 legs of victory, and 1 leg got us on the long shot in the college football. Unless they pull off a miracle with 3 minutes left, we only went 17-1 on the college football long shot. But hopefully you did the smart thing and cherry-picked some lines out of that bet and cash, because there was some nice -142s in that play. And, man, that's painful. You see it here right live on the screen. That was going to be a huge, huge win. 17-1 on the 18-leg long shot parlay that I handed out for free over at Winible. Like I said, with those long shots, the smart thing to do is to pick and choose and play that a little bit safer. But it's almost like a cheat sheet, if you will. And then if we do full transparency, get lucky, the play is crafted to perfection, as perfect as you can be in sports betting. As you can see, 17-1, obviously 18-0 would be better. But yeah, damn, that's painful. So it's more of a cheat sheet. And then if we hit the 18 leg, it's pretty much luck at that point. But we will get lucky this season. So get over to Winible, get more free long shots, free plays. And thank you guys so much for your time. We'll be seeing you back here for Monday Night Football. Probably have some NBA plays mixed in there as well. So make sure you get back here, subscribe to the channel, get to the free Winible, and make sure you're locking in.